G'day guys, Josh here. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. Start of the weekend, or end of the weekend for me at the moment. Had a great walk as well. And welcome guys to State of Economy, Lost Ark once again. So I've been playing obviously some WoW lately as well, and well, I've been taking a quick cursory glance at Lost Ark to see how it's all going and how everyone's vibing at the moment as well. Second week of Clown, I'm sure a lot of people have cleared it now, or done rehearsal at least, and we can get stuck into the good stuff overall. Now, Lost Ark overall, basically it lost some finesse overall with a lot of MMORPGs releasing and stuff like that. But overall, I gotta say, it's a pretty healthy game despite that. I don't like really a lot of people being saying doom and gloom about certain games just because it drops below a certain amount. There are a lot of people going to try this game and it's not going to be for them, and then they're going to go off to another game. But some people are going to absolutely love this game, and they'll keep playing it regardless of the amount of complaints it has until it does its course. And just be aware of that as well. Like, it's okay to like a game that everyone thinks is dying. Okay, just always remember that. Okay, it's always okay to like it. Now let's get up to the first part. Okay, the first part we're going to check out are the bosses. So we're going to check out the bosses. As you can see here, all these things here. Let's check out the bosses. I think what we're going to do. What do you want? Abyssal Dungeon first? Yeah, let's do Abyssal Dungeon first. I guess at this point, Abyssal Dungeons, you're probably going to only find about one or two groups. As I said before, I think I said last episode, everyone's going to be out of these. Okay. The time sink you're going to put into this now is going to be a bit longer, with Abyss Dungeons being, not many people using it anymore. Now, let's get up to the Abyss Raid. The Abyss Raid, I'm going to say Argos is, well, 1.1k, 1.2k. I guess Argos carries are going away too. I mean, look at the lack of Argos carries. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just shocked that, like previously we saw like 4 or 5 pages, like supply was not an issue, it was the demand that was lacking, but geez, look at that. To be fair, you could say this is like the Wrath of Lich King effect as well, where players have gone to another MMO temporarily or even permanently, and there'll be a lot less there. So now let's go to Voltan. Voltan 2k for hard mode. Interesting. 2k for hard mode. Also gonna love these things as well, like people teaching people and stuff like that to play. That's really awesome to see as well. And 2k 4 slots. I'm gonna say 4 slots for 2k, given the fact that you can probably 2 mana as well. But you get 8k out of it as well, and also you get the gold from Voltan. Now let's check for Vicus as well. Vicus hard modes, they're being carries now 4.5k, 4k. I saw normals go for 4k as well, but Vicus is always going to be that expensive because Vicus is like a lot of these fights for Vicus, they're not too easy. It's like some of the fights for Vicus that if you have one raid member stuff up and anything like that, it's a wipe. Now Cackle Sidon, as I said before, I said previously that Cackle Sidon wouldn't really get much. But hey, there's a 150k gold boss here. Interesting. But as I said, I didn't imagine Kakusana getting too much carries because it really depends on those 4 people overall. It's like, why there's not many 10-man carries and a lot of 25-man carries in WoW is because carrying one person at 10-man means you lose 1/10 of a player, but carrying one person at 25-man means you lose 1/25 of a player, which is sometimes a minute difference, and it's a lot easier for the other 24 to make up compared to the other 9 to make up. And in this scenario, it's the other 3 players to make up, basically. So as you can see here, basically, with the bosses, no boss for Cuckle Sidon, 4k, 4.5k for Vicus, 2k for Voltan, which is a big increase, by the way, and about 1.1k and 1.2k, and 400, 500 gold for Abyss Dungeons as well. So you got to get, carry someone for Abyss Dungeons. There probably won't be too many people. You can just smash it out very, very quickly. Now, let's just get to the Mario store, and I gotta say, will we hit 3k today? That is the main question, but I don't think we did. We had a bit of a stumbling block where we just not stumbling block, but we had a bit of a ceasefire where the diamond, where the blue crystals can go up, but no, the ceasefire has been cancelled. It's getting close to that 3k mark. The 3k mark just rubs bad for me, but at the same time, you're getting a bit of an extra gold from Cuckle Sidon as well. But at least it's not raising by the rate it was, in the last 4 or 5 weeks, where it was just hitting like 300 gold per week, basically. So I would say, of course it went up because, more gold in the market and stuff like that. People getting the alts to like the Legion raids and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's pretty good to be around this level. And also as well, look at here, okay? Look. Oh, you guys can't see it. But I'll just get my, lovely face out the way. But you can see here that it's only a few crystals that are up that high listing price. That's something else to get an eye on as well. There's also a lot of people who are trying to hope it goes down as well. We'll see what happens. But either way, it's one of those things where it's like, damn, it went up and you weren't hoping to go up. The main thing why I say that is that that's what I feel will probably kill the game in the future, is that where, basically you have to spend money in the game to even play the game, which, a lot of people may not do, if they can't really trial it, basically. That's why WoW and Final Fantasy 14 and all these other games have, like, the base game available to everyone up to a point as a trial before, trying to make them pay for it if they enjoy it or not. Now, let's get to the honing that. Sleepstones, I gotta say right now, Honor and Great Honor are all just languishing at the same point that they were last week. So a bit of a... Well, actually, I gotta say, it's a bit of a good thing as well. If you're trying to level up your ult or something like that, or gear up your ult, it's good that these prices are staying similar. Guardian Crystallized Stone, I gotta say right now, it is just basically gonna be tanking at 1G. I think it's got to the point as well where a lot of people have got their ults like 1505 and getting their ults up, where, like, it's, Stronghold buff as well, helping them out. And they're not pushing beyond hard mode, normal mode Vicus and hard mode Voltan, which is generally the stopping point that I do. And they have one ult in Cackle Sidon, and they probably won't go for the big leap until much later. They're probably saving money for the next patch. Destruction zones have gone up considerably. It's gone up 3G per 10, which is, I'm a bit shocked here. Not sure what's caused this to happen, but I guess a lot of people trying to upgrade their weapons. I think it gets to the point as well where, like, the economic strategy of having 19, 19, 12 and stuff like that, you can't do that anymore to get to hard mode Vicus or Cackle Sidon. You have to bite the bullet and try to get destruction stones. Alternatively, it could be people who've done all the armor up to plus 21, but haven't done the weapon to plus 21. So basically everyone's like, oh, we got to do this quickly because we know Brock Shars is coming out in December, so I need to make sure this is done quickly as well. Next up, we're going to go to pouches. Now, I said last week that Honor Shards would go above Life Shards, but it hasn't, and Life Shards just basically ran away with it. 800 gold. Jeez, you get a legendary 2-2 map and you're just swimming in gold, basically. Honor Shard pouches, these secret maps are going to be going up for a lot, more expensive. As you can see here, tier 1 maps are languishing behind. It might be an idea to maybe look at tier 3 maps now in the future. But tier 1 maps are always ridiculously cheap, so always good to see as well. Also got to say, like, even the blue maps for the secret maps are going for 1k. This will go for about 2k, and this will go for about 6.4k if you get all 8. Crazy. Next we're gonna go for support maps, which is gonna be the Solars. So Solars, the Grace, these are all basically the same. It looks good to see the fish coming down as well, and good to see. Now with the Rayers, the fusion mats 1111. Fusion mats going up a lot, and also not to mention, this is a stable price as well, as you can see here. 433k, so if you do want to upgrade in the future, you got to basically, put your hands out for those fusion materials. I'm going to say right now, the fusion materials are probably getting more in demand, as you need more and more of them to upgrade or to tap a weapon to see if you can get a honing upgrade or not. And this is probably the main reason why. And also, you can't get these fusion materials from the events, while all the other mats you probably can. So that's probably one reason for it as well. And, yeah, I gotta say, that's pretty much it for the honing side of it. I know we could probably do the others, but they're all just like 1G a piece. Now let's go to the consumables. So elemental HP potions, they've gotten up considerably to 74G. I'm gonna say right now, if you're not herbing already, start herbing, because these prices are only gonna go up as people will probably need them further and further in Cackle Side, and as they're still progressing. Generally, these only go down probably after 4 or 5 weeks, where everyone's one-shot into content anyway. Let's go to the consumables people need. Destruction bombs. You can see here that the consumables are just going up and up and up, and then you need to make sure that you're building some of these at your stronghold. I mean, corrosive bombs up as well. Let's do sleep bomb, then we can do whirlwind grenade. You can see, look at it here, man. Like, they're all going up higher and higher. And some people might be going, why is this the case? Well, everyone's starting to run out of the boxes when they got all their grenades from, everyone got those attack boxes and stuff like that. People starting to run out of those, okay? So then people need to make them in a stronghold. And then people want to either buy them or make them in a stronghold, and this is the thing that happens. This is the exact thing that happens, is that people run out of consumables, and now they're going to buy it on the market, and it just lifts the price up very, very quickly. So you can see here that I've just only gone through the grenades that people generally use and stuff like that for bosses, and they've just doubled in price since the last month. So the main reason for that is that people are now building it in their stronghold. Some people are just buying it outright because they don't have enough time to play the game. It's just generating gold non-stop. Playing chaos and stuff like that they have to buy it as well. This is what, called mutual exclusivity, where, you have to trade your time for money or money for time, basically, as well, in getting these mats. Last but not least, let's check out engraving. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry, I had some I've had some bad hay fever, so yeah. So you can see here, some of the green, I guess right now, some of the green stuff has been getting up high in prices as well. Like I gotta say, you guys, now you know how I talked about blues last time. Some of the greens are getting high up in price, especially the class engravings. So I gotta say right now, if you want to get a class engraving done, it's gonna cost a pretty penny. Like it's damn, someone even sold a. Could this be RMT? Maybe could be RMT, but seriously, someone selling that for 20k? Don't believe. I think it could be a bit of RMT here as well. But either way, 100G. You know, basically, I'm going to tell you right now, there are some islands out there where you can get class engravings for token farming, stuff like that. I recommend probably doing these and putting them on market. Or, you know, do it for yourself and get the engravings done. Now, you can check the blue engravings as well. Also, this also can signify the fact that nobody's actually coming in from the old content and putting those books on the AH. So that's why they're more in demand, is that the people who do it will get a bit of pretty penny out of it as well. So just be aware of that. And yes, someone may be going like, oh, you know, people play this game, don't they? Not many new players have come to this game for Lost Ark. Just be aware of that. It's usually returning players or existing players. Now here, I feel like this is a bit of an RMT because nobody will buy propulsion engraving for that much. But you can see here, basically, as you can see here, a lot of the blue mats going a lot higher and higher because people are going back to the old content and actually farming it. Now you can see here with purple, when we go to it, purple will be a lot cheaper. Or should be a lot cheaper. You can see here a lot cheaper, other than Adrenaline, Ray Captain. The main reason why it's a lot cheaper is that everyone's winning current content, having these purple books drop, and just putting it to the AH. But not last but not least, we got these bad boys that got legendaries, and we've all expected this before. It's all the class engravings that are going to be stupidly expensive, okay? But Grudge has gone up to 9.5k, KBW has gone up, Awakening's gone up. The main reason why is the Throne Spire changes, and the Throne Spire changes have a long-term effect. So if you bought your Grudge at 5k, you're going to be loving life because, you know, now it's gone stupidly up. Now, Ambushmaster, I bought mine at 3.5k. I'm happy. You know, a lot of people are happy as well, you know, with their purchases. And I gotta say that if you want to buy Grudge or anything like that, you just gotta be farming gold and just buy the books as you can, because those books prices will go slowly up and up and up as less and less drops happen and less people get it, and bots can't really realistically farm it in a good pattern. Now let's go up to pets and skins, which is basically how gold gets turned into thingos. Gold gets turned into whatever. So as you can see here, a few of the things being selling as well. There's also new sets as well. As I said, the platinum skin sets would always go up. And also you can see some basic shorts and some basic jeans. Jeez. Mate, I'm just going to say is like, that's a bit crazy. You get the Summer Love set as well. You got some of the old sets that they're putting up for money. And also you got to say as well, you know, with the gold, I got to say this is an indication that the gold price or blue crystal price may go up as well. As you can see, these skins are selling for a lot more than they were previously. So I gotta say, hold on to your hats. I feel like the skin market, I feel like the blue crystal market's gonna go up. This is only going slightly up with the Totikis and stuff like that. The pets, like, I think this is the first time that I've not seen a pet below 20k. And you can see here the collection pets as well are gonna be get more and more expensive as the game goes along, because you can't get those founders packs anymore. So those pets are gonna be super, super rare, and people probably just, you know, saving them and putting them up bit by bit by bit. Now, that's going to be up. That's going to be it for the AH on the engravings inside and all those guys. Let's just take a look at the gems. Now, the gem market, obviously, we're not going to take a look at these. We're going to take a look at the legendaries and tier 3, because tier 2 is just basically a paradise of gold selling. Gems have gone up to 21k overall. Gem market is a bit of a up and down market. This is mainly due to Cackle Sidon, because a lot of people demand all legendary gems and stuff like that, because it just shows that, you know, you have the DPS required to kill the boss. Epic gems are becoming all passe. I think at this point everyone should have legendary gems to begin with, unless you don't have like millions of ults. You should be getting close to it at least on your main, but we'll see how that happens. Now with the ability stones as well, the ability stones, I'm not sure whether I should continue this section of ability stones and stuff like that, because I've always said the same shit for the last 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, 2 months, about, like, you know, the engravings that are more expensive and stuff like that. And I'm not sure if I should just, you know, continue on with it, because a lot of people be like, you know, he said the same thing every week. I have said the same thing every week with this one. Is that basically the most expensive ones, which is Grudge and all that stuff, are just going to keep going up, okay? Like, you know, 1.8k, stuff like that. You're going to be spending a lot of feelings on this. And it's got to say that the 5 combat, ones that are good for DPS, being Adrenaline, Grudge, Curstol, Ambush Master, KPW, are all going to be stupidly expensive, okay, regardless of what you do. Okay, if you can find a cheap one, good on ya, but it's always going to be ridiculously expensive. It's the same thing here with accessories. Anything that has class engraving is going to be ridiculously expensive and may not even exist, okay, to even get a good, good trait. Like, for example, let's just put, 5 Grudge, free, whatever, and, the price is just going to go up to the yin-yang, okay? It's like, a Swiftness one's 8.5k, which is ridiculously expensive. A Swiftness crit one, which is, like I say, this is actually very, very good, just an FYI. This is actually a bargain, okay? If you want to pick up something here, this is probably a bargain. Even though doesn't have specialization, 2k for Grudge is a bargain. Now you can see here, once you get the right stats, the price just goes crazy. And that's the same with like every single accessory, ring, necklace, anything like that. If you get the right stats and the right engravings, it's like the Diablo 3 real life auction house skin. You can just make a whole bunch of money off of it. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for Lost Ark State of Economy today. Overall, guys, it's just, gold's inflating a bit as per usual. I mean, there's no real gold sinks in this game other than honing, quality upgrades, stuff like that. And people getting to the point where they don't need to hone any further, when they get the ults to 1445 and they get their mains to 1505, I believe, or 1520, I'm not really too sure. And they can sit there and be like, well, I don't have to spend gold anymore. They may have their 12 books as well, like, I've got Grudge, I've got Adrenaline to 12, I've got my class engraving to 12. I don't need to spend any more money. And they can just sit there, generate gold, go offline, generate gold, go offline, generate gold, keep the mats off, go offline. And pretty much they're at that point where it's just like, hey, log on for my static and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. I think let's get a curve for probably 2 more months until Broshaza comes out. And then when Broshaza comes out, I probably expect people to not be honing that much once they can do part 1, part 2, and part 3, which is, 1 to 6. And I gotta say, I think a lot of people are gonna, like, the people who are, trying to progress further and further in the game and prepare for the next, encounter or next patch, are probably going to realize they'd be like, there's not really much to push afterwards and could get bored of the game. So that's one thing as well. There's also a card and all those other bosses to look forward to as well, which could keep them in the game. But overall, looking forward, I think overall, it's getting to that peak mountain. Everyone's going to get to that part where they can, finish the game as per se, and they can, go onto ults, go onto another game maybe, because of course, games don't last forever. But yeah, I feel overall people can go into ults, and I think basically people can, experience new classes and stuff like that as they get to the end of the new content, or as they get to the end of the Broshaza, because there's nothing much to look on the horizon other than Akan, and maybe the new story zone as well, which is the El Garcia area as well. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for chilling in today. Hope you guys had a great day, and hope you guys, enjoyed, based on my discussion on what's going to happen in the future. I don't think Lost Ark is going to die, as per se. A lot of people have, been basically mentioning it's going to die because of X and stuff like that. The main reason why I pay attention to Blue Crystal prices is generally on the health of the game and how it can attract new players in. It's not really saying that, Lost Ark's doom and gloom and stuff like that. I mean, people even saying Wrath of the Lich King and, like, FF14 and stuff like that are doomed. And I think it's just ridiculous. I think guys got to realize that just because they don't enjoy the game doesn't mean nobody else enjoys the game. Okay? Like, I quit because I just felt the time management issues were hard. Doesn't mean you guys don't enjoy the game. Okay? A lot of you guys enjoy the game. Like, it's fun. It's what happens. And I'm okay with it. I love making other people happy and doing other people content as well, as long as I feel comfortable and I feel like I can definitely do it. Anyways, guys, you guys have been awesome. Like, comment, subscribe if you like my content. As you guys have been noticing as well, I've been doing different content as well. If you guys want to support that, if you guys find that interesting as well, please tell me in the comments below. Or even tell me what sort of content that, related to financial advice or anything like that you want me to do as well. Really, really appreciate it. See you guys later. Peace out.